What's up, millennials? Today we're going to do something we haven't done in a while, which is to talk about European stocks. Today we're going to take a look at 3 different stocks from different sectors and different countries as well, so enjoy! The first company we're going to talk about is a company called ASML, with the ticker symbol also ASML. This is located on the stock exchange in Amsterdam, so the Netherlands. This is also a Dutch company, so a company from the Netherlands, and this is one of the leaders in the semiconductor industry. It has over 28,000 employees, and it has offices in 60 cities within 16 different countries. One of ASML's major products is their photolithography systems, and these systems are used for companies that make microchips. Of course, chips right now are quite hot. You can see them in basically all the digital devices. You're going to see them in all the cars as well in the future. So the microchips are very important, and therefore the systems that can make these microchips are also very important. So again, these are called photolithography systems. You can see one on the screen right now in this YouTube video. Basically what they do is this very incredible system shoots out a ultraviolet light, and it goes via these like mirrors, something like that. It's projected onto what's called a wafer. So here on the screen you can see an example of one of those wafers, and these wafers can be turned into those microchips. Those chips then can be used for smartphones, for digital devices, for cars as well. And of course, in the future, we are going to see more and more digital devices, more cars that are going to need chips as well because they become smart, if you will. So I think more and more lithography systems are going to be needed as well. ASML has a market cap of about 185 billion euros. Keep in mind, these are euros, of course, and they just reported their earnings for Q4 and also for the full year of 2020. And they say that they have 14 billion euros in sales in 2020, which for them was a growth of year over year of about 18% versus the year before 2019. With regards to technical analysis, we can see that the long-term chart looks very great. Right now on the screen you can see the graph since 2020 more or less, and here in the right hand side you can also see that for the last year we had a nice return of 83% on this stock. So again, I think long-term this looks like a beautiful chart. We've already had a little correction today. The entire market is selling off like crazy today. It's quite insane to watch. And ASML was definitely no exception today. It's also down more than 6%. It's even below this 55 daily exponential moving average, which happened quite a bit in the past as well. In July, August, September, October even, we saw a few times that it dipped below that 55 EMA, but then quickly came back up. And we're now actually very close to a support line of 433 euros, more or less. I would kind of expect a bounce up there. Hopefully we're going to go back up then, but the market does seem kind of frothy right now. So if this support breaks, it could turn into a larger correction, but I could actually see that as an opportunity. The second company I'd like to talk about is Airbus. This has ticker symbol AIR and is located on the stock exchange in Paris, in France. So this was a collaboration between the French, German, and Spanish aerospace companies. And the funny thing is that the headquarters is actually located in the Netherlands. So it's a very multinational company, you would say. They have many, many products. If we go, for example, to aircraft, commercial aircrafts, we can see that they have large planes they produce for other companies. They also produce helicopters for civil and military applications. They've also got multiple defense airplanes and jets as well. And if we scroll down a little bit, we can also see they have unmanned aircraft systems. So basically drones, major drones that can be used for commercial and military applications as well. They have a major space portfolio. You can see Earth observation satellites, telecom satellites, all kinds of launchers, etc., etc., etc. And one of the things I really like about Airbus is that they continue to innovate as well. They are also looking into the eVTOL industry, like the aircraft you can see on the screen right now. This is a prototype, but they already had more than 100 test flights with this eVTOL. With regards to the financials, we can say that Airbus has a market cap of 78 billion euros. And according to the annual report of 2020 or fiscal year 2020, they took quite a bit hit on the revenue part because of COVID-19, of course. They had $70 billion or euros rather, in revenue in 2019. But in 2020, they only had 50 billion euros in revenue. So that is a pretty major decline. If we go into the chart for this one, we can see that this is more or less a recovery play, just like many other airline companies out there. But I do think this has quite a lot to go still. Here we see, of course, the Corona dump. This was in February, March of last year. But we can see that currently we are trading at more or less $100 or more, 100 euros rather, and we still have about 40% to go back to that previous all-time high. Now we are running into a mental resistance of 100 euros. We're right on top of the 100 euro level right now, but I am long-term still bullish, especially if they keep innovating, if they keep looking into sectors like the eVTOL industry. With regards to technical analysis, the indicators don't really tell me much, but I do see some support at 95 euros. I think that could be a nice support level, and potentially it could even go down to the 55 EMA, which is this white line over here. So that would mean probably like 93 euros more or less, but I do think if it goes back down there, it probably is an opportunity. And then the last company I'd like to talk about is Swiss Re. This is under ticker symbol SREN and is located on the Swiss Stock Exchange. This company is located in Zurich in Switzerland. And Swiss Re is one of the world's leading providers of reinsurance. It's actually funny, I did translations for this company while I was still working at a translation agency. Right now I don't anymore, but this company is a very huge player in the world of reinsurance. What that means, reinsurance, is that, well, there are insurance companies that can also get insurance themselves as well. So they reinsure themselves against certain risks. So this company, Swiss Re, is the reinsurance company. So what they do, what other companies do, is they pass on a part of their insurance risk to this company, Swiss Re, so that they can get less risk instead. And Swiss Re currently is mainly focused on property, casualty, life, and health reinsurance. With regards to the financials, we can see that Swiss Re has a market cap of 26 billion in Swiss francs, so that is about 23 billion euros. And we can also see that in 2020, they had to take a very big hit because of COVID-19, of course, a big hit on their net income. They say that without the COVID-19, they would have had a $2.2 billion in net income, but because of COVID-19, it's only minus $0.9 billion in net income. What is very nice to know is that Swiss Re offers a very juicy dividend of 6.6% more or less. They offer a dividend of 5.9 Swiss franc, which is about 6.6% based on the current price per share. If we go into the charts, we can see that this is also a recovery play. Here we see the major dump from the coronavirus of last year, and now we are seeing a recovery going on right now. We're actually in the green today compared to the market being quite in the red today. But I think I'm very bullish long term about this chart as well. I think we could definitely go back to the previous all-time high. From here to that point would be more or less 30%. So if we go back there, then that would be pretty good, of course. Now, with regards to technical analysis, we can see that we have broken above a nice resistance level of 85 euros or 85 Swiss franc, I have to say. So that is good as well. We could come back down to that 85 Swiss franc level, but I do think that is an opportunity as well, just like I said with the other stocks. And if I look at the indicators, they do seem constructive to me. So yes, I am still bullish on this chart in the long term. So those are 3 European stocks for you to look at. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider sharing this video with your friends who might also be looking into European stocks. And also let me know in the comments, which of these 3 stocks are you most bullish about? With that being said, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!